Hi lovelies. So I'm back from retreat. It's actually Tuesday night, so I've been back for a few days. I got back home Sunday about 5 o'clock New South Wales time. I had a fantastic time, I really did. It was a fantastic retreat, amazing. Sue and Mandy did a fantastic job. So much fun, beautiful accommodations. It was just amazing. They put so much thought into it. The room was gorgeous. We were in tables of 8, and it was just so much fun, so funny. The girls are hilarious. It was a great bunch of scrappy girls. So I'll tell you about my trip before I get anywhere about what I did. I didn't do nearly as much as I packed. When I got there, I was quite surprised because everyone had like piles of photos, and I thought, I haven't packed enough photos. Like, there's no way I'm going to run out of things to do. Well, not true. So, for those of you that don't know, I have pretty bad anxiety about driving long distances, and a long distance for me is anything over half an hour, honestly. I'll drive to Burleigh from where I am, I'll drive to Robina, but that's it. Anywhere else my husband drives. So 2.5, 3 hours up the highway by myself was a big thing. And this was my first retreat, as I mentioned in my last video. And I'd wanted to go on different retreats for years, and it's always the distance that's put me off. Well, one of the things. Like Flutter by Create by the Lake. I almost signed up for that this year, but the 8-hour trip, really put me off. But this year, I actually signed up for it, so I'm doing that next year. After this trip, I almost reconsidered that. So long distances, I don't do very well. I just get very anxious. So, I thought, it's only 3 hours, I can do this. I'm signing up for the retreat, I'm paying it, I'm going to drive it by myself, I can do this. Get in my car, driving along, Jimmy Barnes pumping, an hour in, and I'm feeling really, really good. Everything's going fine, traffic's not bad, I'm feeling really good. Anxiety's, ebbing away. Alright, not far, I can do this. Halfway into my trip, an hour and a half an hour later, I hit a tie-down rope in the road. So those ropes that tie down loads on trucks? Yeah, I ran over one of those. I go straight out the back of me. I thought, oh, okay, that wasn't solid. So, if you hit something solid, you expect to bust a tyre or something. It wasn't solid, but it did go flying behind me, which was quite a sight in my rearview mirror. And I thought, I'm okay, not a big deal. The car feels fine. So I ring my husband. And as I'm on the hands-free, of course, on the phone to him, I'm like, should I pull over and check? He goes, well, if it feels alright, you should be good, but maybe just pull over at your next service centre. As he's saying this, a car pulls next to me and he starts honking his horn. I'm like, yes. And, he's signing to me, he's like, and I'm like, that can only mean one thing. I think he's saying I have a flat tyre. So I'm pulling to the hubby, so I've got to pull over. Thankfully, there was an emergency stopping bay, so I pull over. Trucks whizzing by, windy, noisy. I'm like, I'm okay. Look down, passenger on driver's side, nothing. Look, passenger side, yep, flat tire. And I can hear it going down. Shh. I'm like, that's not good. So I get on the phone to hubby. Yeah, I've got a flat tire. Now the funny thing, my husband's a tire fitter, so he's at work as I'm talking to him. Brand new tyres on my car, not even a week old, because he wanted to make sure I had good tyres for the trip. Did a service on my car, everything was good. Brand new tyres. As I run over that tie down strip, they have a hook on the end of them, and it looks like it's dug into my tyre and punctured my tyre. So here I am on the side of the road, in a skirt no less, because, for some reason I thought that would be a good idea for my drive. Here I am, side of the road. So I had to unload my boot. Now if you remember from my video, I had it all nice and packed. Yeah, I had to pull all of that out to get my spare tyre out, which I did. So here I am on the side of the road with all my scrappy luggage. On the side of the road, my Rascog I had to wedge between my two car doors on the passenger side so it wouldn't roll down the highway. And I'm trying to get my tyre. So I get the spare tyre out, nice white shirt, covered in grease and dirt from the tyre. Get the jack out, put it on, all the while on the phone to my husband, getting, directions. Now I know how to change a tyre. I have no problem with that. I couldn't crack the bolts. He put them on too tight. So here I am trying to crack the bolts. I ring him back, can't do it. His advice, jump on the bar. Yep, sure, that's what I want to do on the side of the highway. I'm just about to start doing this when I see flashing lights coming around the corner. Incident Response, my hero. So this awesome dude from Incident Response pulls up and he's, you know, he's come to help me. Fantastic bloke, I have to admit. He was so funny, so nice. He comes over. I think you got a flat tire, love. Yeah. So he goes, I'll take care of it. I'll change it for you. Thank God. So I post up on the group for the retreat that, you know, because I told them all how anxious I was. My first retreat. I was worried about leaving the boys, worried about the drive. And tell them, sure enough, you know, I've got a flat. First time I've ever had a flat driving on the road in my life, mind you, and it happens the one time I do a 3-hour trip by myself. So, yeah, that was fun. But last hour of the trip went swimmingly, no problems at all, not an issue. Get there, nice and relieved an hour after I thought I would. But apart from the flat, everything went fine. The retreat was amazing. I get there and Sue and Mandy asked me how my anxiety was, and I said, didn't you see what happened? And I told them, and they're like, you're absolutely kidding. So, needless to say, for the trip home, I was a little anxious. But, no, trip home went swimmingly. I got home in about 3 hours. I pulled up, and my boys didn't know I'd pulled up yet. And I've come in the house, and I hear, Mummy! So, yeah, that was a very exciting adventure, my trip there and back. But no, it was really good. It really, it was a fantastic trip. I'm glad I got over my anxiety of driving and went. It was so much fun. I had the best time, and Sue and Mandy just make you feel so at home, and all the other Scrappy girls are just, like, I know of them online. I speak to some of them online. I've heard a lot of their names online on Facebook and things, but I hadn't actually met any of them face to face. It was really good to put faces to names, it really was, and it was so much fun. I had a fantastic time. There was no anxiety. Once I got into that room and set up my stuff and met my table mates, and it was a lot of fun. So now that I've told you about my exciting adventure getting there, I thought I'd show you what I did. So my first impression when I got there was I probably packed the least amount of stuff of everyone that was there. I had my Rascog, my scrapbook tote, and my desk caddy, and that was it. Some ladies had buckets full. Other ladies had flown. I couldn't imagine flying with my scrappy stuff because they were limited to 20 kilos and a suitcase. I don't think I could do that, so hat goes off to those ladies that flew in. But apart from that, yeah, some of them had some fantastic ideas. Like the ladies behind me that I met, Linda and Cherie, they actually planned out pages that they were going to do and packed everything they needed in those slots. I was nowhere near that organised. I printed off my photos for my Project Life, but that was it. Other ladies had just mountains of photos, so I definitely got some great storage ideas. Can't wait to add some little baskets to my Rascog, so that's going to be fun. But all in all, it was really a really good experience. It was so much fun, and I cannot wait for next year. I will be back next year. Sue and Mandy, definitely going. And I'm also signed up for Flutterby Create by the Lake in Gunnedah in July next year, which is an 8-hour trip, which after this little trip made me a little anxious. But I scored a lift down. The lovely Kay is not far from where I am now, and she's going down as well. So we're going to carpool. Yay! But yeah, apart from that, yeah, so there was about 15 challenges that you could do. I don't think I have it off, but Mandy and Sue did up a bunch of challenges that you could enter over the weekend. I did a couple of them. I did maybe, I don't know actually, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 or 9 out of the 15. So yeah, it was pretty good. That's pretty much the amount of the scrapping that I got done. I got a few art journal pages done. I think I did 2 or 3. And about 2.5 Project Life pages, as well as the scrapbook, the challenge entries. So I thought I'd show you what I did. So they're not in order of when I did them. I just pulled them out of my album. But one of the Project Life ones I did was my Mother's Day insert. Now this is for week 19. There was a challenge to use a set of embellishments. We got a goodie bag, and in it was a set of embellishments from a Cocoa Vanilla collection, and using it on a project was a challenge. So I did this because I thought I might enter this for the challenge. I didn't end up entering it, but the embellishments were perfect for our Mother's Day adventure because we went fishing and had a picnic. So that's why I did that, and then I did the front as well with the new Amy Tan collection that I had out. I think, yes, Amy Tan. And then I had my Flutterby stuff out. because I wanted to use it to do a Project Life page, which I did, and then I used it for our date night insert, which is for week 21, but it suited the lovey-dovey theme, so that's why I have that out. So there's back and front. Now this is for a challenge. This was a sketch challenge. The sketch was this way, I think, but I flipped it because the sketch called for 2 photos, and I'm going through my photos that I'd printed off. I'm like, I don't have 2 photos that direction, but I did have them this way, and I did want to scrap them together, so that worked out well for that one. And I really like how that turned out. It's very clean, very straight lined for me, which is unusual. This one I love. So there was a challenge based on the Scrap the Girls challenge, and if you're a challenge and person that enters challenge, you might know the Scrap the Girls challenge, and it was based on the mood board, and the mood board had some fairy tale images, and it also had this beautiful black and white set of images, and that's where I drew my colour from. But then also the fairy tale aspect was this quote. So one of my favourite fairy tales is Alice in Wonderland, not the Disney cartoon version, the book. I just love the quotes. I love a lot of the quotes in there, and this one was I'm not crazy, my reality is just different, and I thought that was quite fitting for this lovely black and white picture of me. So I love the bold black and the red, and yeah, I didn't enter this for the challenge. I ended up doing a scrapbook, a art journal page, and I'll get it out. Just rip this open. So I started by using the colours on an art journal page when I find it, and then, or did I start with the, no, I think I started with the scrapbook page, but I didn't want to enter a scrapbook page with me on it first up. No real reason, it's just I didn't really want to put that picture up, so I thought I'd do an art journal page, and this page inspired that layout. So this is what I did, and the quote's the same. I think I did this first and then the layout. Or did I do the layout first? I can't remember now anymore. No, I think I did the layout first, and then I started the art journal page. Liked the idea, actually, funny story, this took me about 3 goes. I hated it, covered it up, hated it, covered it up, and then ended up liking the result. So I'm pretty sure I finished the scrapbook page before I finished the art journal page. But I just loved the quote, so I wanted to put it in my art journal as well. So this was the entry I did for the challenge at Retreat. So this is what I entered for the Scrap the Girls challenge. But for the online Scrap the Girls challenge, I'm going to enter this layout. So yeah, that's a little confusing, but yeah. And then there was we got a mini kit from Delicious Scraps, a beautiful black and white kit, and it was to add black, white and another colour. And I had this picture of Koopy when he got his yellow belt, so I thought that was quite fitting for that. So I entered that one for that. And then I did, this is where I did some Project Life. So you may have heard me say I wanted to catch up on my Project Life. I didn't. I got 2.5 done. I think I got up to week 17. I did my title card for week 17, and I had up to week 23 printed off. So didn't quite get that done, but I'm hoping maybe now that I have the photos I can get it going. So I've got these, and then that's the other half. And then week 16, no, week 15, what was that I just showed you? That was, oh, that was week 16. No, I showed you, there we go. I'm getting confused. So there's week 16. And then here's the other half of week 16. And then I did my title card for week 17. That's where I got up to on Sunday, and then I thought it was time to pack because I was getting close to time to leave. This layout I'm not too fond of, but I wanted to scrap the picture anyway. So that challenge to use the embellishments, I ended up putting this one in. And then I did this one on, I think, the last day. This was to be inspired by an art journal page that was up, and it had some really pretty flowers and patterns on it. So I had this paper that went quite well. And this is a picture of me and my wifey. She's my bestie. And this is her birthday back in June. So I've got that one. And then, okay, so The theme was, for the retreat and for the theme night, was Trouble in Paradise. And each table got their photo taken together, and then we were given a copy of the photo the next day. So this is the lovely ladies on my table. And this was the layout I did. We got an embellishment, another mini embellishment kit with this and a few other pieces from Corbett Creations. And the challenge was to do a project using that. And of course with the Trouble in Paradise, I think there was 4 layouts for this challenge, and they were all from my table, all using the same picture. So that was that one. And yeah, that's it. So that's everything I did. So what's that? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layouts, 2 journal pages, 3 project light. Actually, I've got one more journal page to show you. Where is it? Actually, there was another challenge. There was an art journal challenge, and it was to use the prompt remember. So this is mine, and this is actually one of my favorites, so I enjoyed doing that a lot. And then actually I did one more. I did an art journal page for the Dina Wakley Show Us Your Media challenge, and that's that one there. So yeah, what's that? 3 journal pages, 5 layouts, and about 3 Project Life spreads and 2 inserts. So not bad for a weekend, considering I was in bed by about 1 New South Wales time most nights, because first night I was pretty tired, and then the last night I wanted to make sure I got a good night's sleep before I drove home. The second day I chose to sleep in over breakfast, so on Saturday I slept in. I didn't go down for breakfast, I slept in and waited for lunch. But yeah, so not too bad. I did pretty good, I think. My setup worked great. My Rasclog was very handy to have. My desk caddy fit perfectly. I didn't have to take anything out of it, and everything was within easy access. So all in all, I was really happy with what I took and the setup and things. Maybe next time I'd like to get more done, I think. But in saying that, I don't think many people... Okay, no, that's a lie. Amanda got like at least 20 layouts done. But, you know, I think it seemed to be, you know, pretty average for what we all managed to get done. I didn't see a lot of Project Life happening, but yeah. It was nice to roam around and see what everyone else was doing as well. There was some really great talent there, some fantastic art journal pages, some beautiful layouts. So lots of cool little... Yeah, it was good to have a look around and see all the different styles and things. I learned a lot from Tracy, my desk buddy. She was pretty cool and did some fantastic backgrounds. After a while I started to feel like my scrapbook layouts start to get the same feel. So watching her create mixed media backgrounds and have them always look different was really exciting. So definitely learnt some new stuff. Had a great time, met some great ladies. Yeah, really looking forward to the next retreat. So I think... yeah, it's going to be exciting. Something I'm definitely going to have to do at least once a year, go to a retreat, because it really is a great experience. It's a great arty, scrappy time, but it's also great to, you know, have some me time away from the family. Not that, you know, I don't love them to death, but every now and then everyone needs some time to recharge. So knowing that they survived with Dad without me was good. And yeah, I'm definitely something I'm going to have to do at least once a year. So if you get a chance to go to a retreat of some kind, do it. You will not regret it. It was fantastic. And when you think about it, the price included the accommodation, food, and the conference area. So it was definitely great value. The resort was amazing. I didn't get a chance to use the pool though, because it was a bit overcast. The last day, Sunday, weather was beautiful, but I did want to leave by after lunch, just after lunchtime, so I could get home and I wouldn't hit traffic. So yeah, apart from that, it would have been a beautiful day to use the pool. But yeah, definitely something you should totally look into if you get the chance. You will not regret it. So thanks for watching. I hope you didn't mind my rambling today, and I hope you liked some of the stuff I did. I had a great time, and I really enjoyed getting some... It's probably the most scrapping I've done since we moved house, so it was really good to get a few things going, not have to worry about videos or editing or anything like that, and just have fun creating. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back later in the week with a new video. Bye for now.